Good afternoon. Welcome. Please be seated. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you gathered here, students, family, friends, and faculty, as we take time to induct these new members into our community, the RVUCOM class of 2028. Eric, I'll read the rest of the script faster so we stay on time. The ceremony we will perform today is a time for you to declare to the world your commitment to becoming a productive and valuable member of this noble profession as an osteopathic physician. It's a time to take a moment and reflect on what kind of physician you are going to become. And I'm not talking about your specialty. I'm getting at something deeper than that. I want to know how you will approach your practice. What commitment will you bring to your profession? And more importantly, to your patients. How will you live each day as an osteopathic physician? And the big question, why? Why are you here? Why are you here in medicine? Why are you here at RVUCOM? And in the specialty you will choose in just a few short years. As you move through the ceremony and as you move through your medical career, take time to think about these questions and keep coming back to your why. As you do that, it will keep you focused on your path, reminding you of the reasons why you had to make this lasting and important commitment. So let's move on and enjoy this beautiful ceremony and learn from our speakers and honor our new RVUCOM members. To pay tribute to this great nation for the many freedoms we enjoy, will the audience please rise to pay their respects and join me in welcoming Tessa Edwards as she sings the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That was lovely, Tessa. Thank you. I'm honored to introduce Ms. Natalie Ashby as our keynote speaker for today's ceremony. Ms. Ashby's career journey has been a truly remarkable one. She's worked in nursing for over 28 years, beginning her career in the Intermountain Health Hospital, and since that time has had many vital leadership roles in the neurosciences and in the acute care setting. Since assuming her role as president, she has been instrumental in addressing the healthcare needs of the rapidly growing St. George community. Her initiatives include the opening of a satellite emergency medicine department, which is part of the hospital's expansion efforts to increase healthcare efforts. She's also been involved in the development of plans of a youth day treatment center and with various hospital expansion products. Thank you. Ms. Ashby has extensively served our communities, including as an advisory board member for Utah Tech University Health Sciences, the Southern Utah Department of Nursing, and the Dove Center for Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Natalie Ashby.
guys are a beautiful sight. It really inspires me to see all of you out here today. It's an honor to be with you as we celebrate this important milestone in your journey to becoming a healthcare professional. The journey ahead will be laden with triumphs and celebrations and successes. It will require dedication, resilience, but most importantly, teamwork. As I thought about all of the things I wanted to share with you today, the number one thing that kept coming to my mind was this: you're not alone. In healthcare, you're never alone. You're part of a team made up of a lot of individuals dedicated to the health and well-being of our communities and patients. From my seat as the St. George Regional Hospital president, I have a unique perspective. I have learned and seen firsthand how many people it takes to care of just one patient in our hospital. So for instance, a patient is admitted to our hospital, they're treated by a physician, yeah. They're also cared for by nurses. A phlebotomist will come and draw their blood. A radiation technologist will come and help with their x-rays. We have environmental service technicians that's gonna clean their rooms. We have culinary services team that's going to prepare and deliver their food. We have pharmacists that will help manage their medications. And we have care managers that manage very complex social situations for these patients. We also have respiratory therapists and physical therapists, and the list goes on and on. It is a privilege to be able to work alongside all of these people who are devoted to the care of our patients in the hospital. You will lead teams. You will rely on teams. Embrace this. Understand that no role is too insignificant and no job too small, because it is the collaborative effort of many that contributes to the success of one. So as I thought about those things in this introduction, I thought, what can I tell them? What are the 3 things that I would want you to learn or embrace as you proceed in your journey? And these are them. Number 1, I want you to be positive. Optimism, embrace it, because it will impact those around you and it will impact your patients as well. So when I was a charge nurse on the night shift, I would often leave my home, disarray, kids were crying, and I was exhausted. Not exactly the right frame of mind to be in as I was about to go lead a team for the night. I happened to be sitting in a class one day where I heard a lady share her story, and she was a very positive person, and she says, you know, I start each day with a pep talk. Each day, as I start my day, I'll just tell myself a few things in the mirror, and that's how I approach it. And I thought, hey, that sounds like a pretty good idea. I think I'm gonna embrace that. So as I got into my car to go to work, I would give myself a pep talk. I did. And I would tell myself, tonight is going to be a great night. We've got this. I have a great team. Everything's going to be wonderful. And you know what? It was. Things turned out really good. I arrived prepared and ready to take on whatever the shift was presenting me that day or that night. And you know what? The people that I worked with, my colleagues would tell me how much they enjoyed working with me because I created a positive work environment. What they didn't know is I did so with a lot of intentionality. I was very intentional in trying to be positive and create that. Winston Churchill has said, attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. Number 2, stay humble. No matter how knowledgeable or skilled you become, humility will keep you grounded and help you gain the respect of many. I'll never forget a day I was the manager of a busy nursing unit, and the call light had been going off for a while in a room, and I decided I needed to go help my team because I'd heard it go for a little bit. And as I walked into the room, I was astonished to see our physician helping a patient back to bed after they had helped him to the bathroom. Now, I've been a nurse for a while. I had never seen a physician help a patient to the bathroom. And I thought, this is remarkable. And he looked at me like sheepishly, and he's like, I'm sorry, I don't know how to turn off the call light. Can you show me? That made such a huge impact on me. And as I told all the nurses and the team that I worked with, they started to tell me, you know what, he does this all the time. He does small but meaningful things. And because of that, he made a huge difference. He was able to lead our team to have remarkable outcomes and do great things. John Ruskin said, I believe the first test of a truly great man, and I'll add woman, is in his or her humility. Number 3, show gratitude. Gratitude fosters collaboration. It makes people of your team feel valued and want to collaborate. One of my favorite things to do as the president of the hospital is I set aside time where I can meet one-on-one with our caregivers. So whether it's someone who works in our EVS or culinary, nursing, physicians, I just set aside time. And I invite a manager to identify whoever that person is. And they usually choose like a high performer, someone who's doing really well on their team. And they come in and I listen to their story. I love listening to their stories. Everyone has a story, which is remarkable. And they tell me about how they got into healthcare, why they're working in the hospital, what they love about their job. And then I turn to their manager and I ask the manager, tell me why they're a high performer. Tell me what they're contributing to the team. And I love sitting there as managers just gloat, right, and just say all these wonderful things about their caregiver. Well, recently I met with Josh. He's a nurse on the medical oncology floor. He's fantastic. And his role or journey into nursing was not a typical one, and I found it very interesting. And then I turned to his manager, the regular, and she says, you know what, Josh contributes so much. He is well loved by our patients. He receives a lot of recognition and accolades from them. But he's also a mentor. He likes to take the new nurses under his wing and help them be successful. Oh, and he also comes up with these great ideas when we have problems and situations. He's the first to come up with a solution. Josh is fantastic. And so I turned to Josh face to face and said, thank you so much for everything you do for our hospital, for our patients, for your team. You make a difference. Well, those encounters are some of my favorite things. As you can imagine, as the president of the hospital, I deal with a lot of hard things and have difficult conversations and things that are hard and for me to manage. But when I have these one-on-one encounters with our caregivers, it fills my cup. Well, a few weeks later, I get an email from Josh, and I hope I make it through without getting emotional. But he says this, Natalie, that check-in was really special to me, and I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to let me know I matter. You are an awesome servant leader, and I've really enjoyed learning as much as I can from you. You're awesome. Thank you for all you do in guiding the hospital and the caregivers down a path of success. I was on cloud 9. This note made my day, made my week, made my month. I'm still sharing it with you today. That's the thing about gratitude, is the gift that keeps on giving. It benefits the giver and the receiver. Margaret Cousins said, appreciation can make a day, even change a life. Your willingness to put it into words is all that matters. Be positive, stay humble, and show gratitude. As you step into this noble profession, one I truly admire, remember that the heart of healthcare is teamwork. The success of your journey lies not just in your hands, but the collective hands of your team. Value every role, cherish every collaboration, and never forget that it is the unity of many that creates the strength of one. Your attitude, humility, and gratitude will guide you, but it is the support and synergy of your team that will uplift you. Together, you will face challenges, celebrate triumphs, and make profound impacts on the lives you touch. Welcome to the team. Together, we will heal. Together, we will inspire. And together, we will ensure the health of our communities and patients. Congratulations on reaching this remarkable milestone. Thank you.
am so inspired. Thank you so much, Ms. Ashby. Student doctors, as you participate in this white coat ceremony today, we want to present some history and significance of the white coat and the significance it has been to our profession. Please help me in welcoming my friend and colleague, Dr. Mark Wardo. Mark.
Good afternoon, class of 2028. Your donning of the white coat today signifies an important step in your journey, and it is my sincere pleasure to share with you a brief history of the significance of the white coat and its place in medicine. Hippocrates, the father of medicine, said that wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also a love of humanity. This love, care, and compassion are at the very heart of medicine, and this is why medicine has been and continues to be one of the most noble of the professions. The white coat stands as a symbol of our commitment to both scientific rigor and to compassionate care, but it has not always been so. In the 1800s, there was actually very little science in the practice of medicine. Despite good intentions, much of medicine was based on lore and tradition rather than evidence. Doctors of the day actually wore black coats. This was to hide the blood and stains of their crude interventions. And the black coat also symbolized the solemn nature of the doctor's visit, which often came as a last resort. But events during the late 1800s and the early 1900s helped to realign medicine with science. The discovery of aseptic techniques and the advances in both the causes and the treatments of diseases helped to push medicine back towards science, introducing the scientific white coat into medicine. And medical science continued to advance at an incredible rate, which entrenched the white coat as a symbol of modern medicine. But among the rising tide of scientific advances came the fear of losing the real heart of medicine, compassionate care. In 1993, Dr. Arnold Gold of Columbia University recognized that the authentic connection between patients and their providers was fraying. Dr. Gold felt that the oath that medical students pledged at graduation to compassionate care came too late in their journey, and he wanted to instill this critical aspect of medicine earlier in their training. So he started a new ceremony at the beginning of medical school, the white coat ceremony. And this was to remind students about the true heart of medicine. Within just a few years, this important ceremony was adapted by nearly every medical school in North America. And thus, the significance of the white coat continued to evolve. Now, in addition to symbolizing the scientific rigor of medicine, the donning of the white coat emphasizes compassion and the human connection. It stands as a symbol of professionalism, of dedication, and a commitment to care for our patients with knowledge, skill, and compassion. It's a constant reminder of the great trust that has been bestowed upon all of us who enter into this sacred path. Thank you, and welcome to the profession of osteopathic medicine. We are now at the point that we have all been waiting for, the presentation of the white coats. I would now like to invite some of our faculty to the stage to coat our student doctors. Please approach the stage, Dr. Gubler, Dr. Hall, Dr. McDonald, Dr. Sperron, and Dr. Tufts. Now, student doctors, as you approach the stage, we ask that you individually announce yourselves by stating your name, the school where you received your highest degree, and your hometown. If you are serving in the military, please also include your rank and branch of service. We ask the audience to please hold your applause, I know it's hard, until each group of student doctors receives their white coat. After donning their white coats, the students will be led by Dr. Gubler in reciting the oath, affirming their commitment and honor as osteopathic medical students. Student doctors, please stand and approach the stage.
Student Dr. Juan Rayavaca, Texas, the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley.
Student Dr. Sydney McIver, Florida, Florida State University.
Student Dr. Michael Dunn, Chisago Lakes, Minnesota, Gustavus Adolphus College.
Student Dr. Tyler Brown, Colorado, Colorado State University.
Student Dr. Mason Stevens, Utah, University of Utah.
Student Dr. Michael Nelson, Southampton, New York, Case Western Reserve.
Student Dr. Catherine Chow Wu, Illinois, Loyola University, Chicago.
Student Dr. Isabella Salinas Oran, Utah, University of Utah.
Student Dr. Mason Salmonson, Hawaii, Utah State University.
Student Dr. Charlotte Chang, California, Loyola Marymount University.
Student Dr. Brittany Vu, Arizona, California, Arizona State University.
Student Dr. Benjamin Anderson, Utah, Utah State University.
Student Dr. Cray Ramsey, Wyoming, Weber State University.
Student Dr. Asifur Rahman, Middletown, Connecticut, University of South Florida.
Student Dr. Antonio Gonzalez, Illinois, Lawrence University.
Student Dr. Tiffany Hansen, South Dakota State University.
Student Dr. Stella Yuri, Utah, Weber State University.
Student Dr. Natalie Radcliffe, Nebraska, University of Nebraska Medical Center.
Student Dr. Rachel Krieger, Indiana, Purdue University.
Student Dr. Saylor Brookhart, Wisconsin, University of Wisconsin-Madison.
Student Dr. Jillian Ochoa, California, University of San Francisco.
Student Dr. Madeline Langenstrawer, Wisconsin, and University of Wisconsin. Go Badgers.
Student Dr. Tessa Levin, California, California Baptist University.
Student Dr. Paige Mitchell, California, Brigham Young University.
Student Dr. Alma Soto, St. George, Utah, Utah Tech University.
Student Doctor Ariana Navacero, California, University of California, Irvine.
Student Dr. Devyangi Krishnamay, Michigan, Eastern Michigan University.
Student Dr. Kaylee Bishop, Texas, University of North Texas Health Science Center.
Student Dr. Tyler Min Kwan Nguyen, California, University of California, San Diego.
Student Dr. Cassidy Hamer, California, Columbia University.
Student Dr. Hunter Sheridan, Colorado, University of Colorado.
Student Dr. Noah Johnson, Utah, University of Utah. Go Utes.
Student Dr. Jake Mager, Oregon, Westmont College.
Student Dr. Nathan Nelson, Utah, Utah State University.
Student Dr. Jens Fillmore, Centerville, Utah, Utah State University. Go Aggies.
Student Dr. Christian Soto, Logan, Utah, Utah State University. Go Aggies.
Student Dr. Logan Skalka, Utah, Westminster University.
Student Dr. Julia Zellick, New York, University at Buffalo.
Student Dr. Shikshita Singh, Ontario, Canada, University of Ottawa.
Student Dr. Isabel Eldridge, California, Gordon College.
Student Dr. Bella Tooze, California, University of California, Berkeley.
Student Dr. Lauren Tobias, Lincoln, Nebraska, Tufts University.
Student Dr. Isaac Roy, Utah, Weber State University.
Student Dr. Ethan Hardy, Arizona, Brigham Young University.
Student Dr. Amr Sadiq, I forgot where I'm from, Cairo, Egypt, and go Boilermakers, Purdue University.
Student Dr. Nabil Al-Hajj, Ontario, Canada, University of Windsor.
Student Dr. Muhammad Asfour, Ontario, Canada, University of Windsor.
Student Dr. Weston Kime, Sholo, Arizona, Arizona State University.
Student Dr. Kyler McCamey, Oregon, Brigham Young University.
Student Dr. Evan Carlson, Utah, University of Utah.
Student Dr. Simon Marcus, Georgia, Tulane University.
Student Dr. Aura Tellis, Baltimore, Maryland, Towson University.
Student Dr. Alexis Smith, Utah, University of Utah.
Student Dr. Alexandria Wallman, Springfield, Nebraska, University of South Florida.
Student Dr. Ryan Drapshow-Fody, Arkansas, Columbia University.
Student Dr. Celine Poulazon, California, University of California, Los Angeles.
Student Dr. Zachary Told, Idaho, Rocky Vista University.
Student Dr. Braden Anderson, Utah, Rocky Vista University.
Student Dr. Stefano Cena, Torino, Italy, Rocky Vista University.
Student Dr. Gideon Smith, Utah, Rocky Vista University.
Student Dr. Alexander Jones, Utah, Rocky Vista University, go Roadrunners.
Student Dr. Chad Jordan, Idaho, Rocky Vista University.
Student Dr. Adam Sage, Utah, Rocky Vista University.
Student Dr. Casey Kennett, Utah, Rocky Vista University.
Student Dr. Jordan Dick, Kearney, Nebraska, Bellevue University.
Student Dr. Arthi Muthukumar, California, the University of California, Berkeley.
Student Dr. Justin Tong, Alameda, California, University of California, Davis. Also, go Eggs.
Student Doctor Nathan Hess, Pacific Union College, in California, sorry.
Student Doctor Jose Serrano Benitez, California, UC Riverside.
Student Dr. Joshua Jones, New Jersey, Brigham Young University.
Student Dr. Michael Fryman, Washington State, California Baptist University.
Student Dr. Ryan Hagan, Tampa, Florida, University of South Florida.
Student Dr. Ariana Ryan, Colorado, University of Colorado, Boulder, Sco Buffs.
Student Dr. Katrina Miller, Nevada, Oakland University.
Student Dr. Annie Liu, Washington, University of Washington.
Student Dr. Gavin Paxman, Utah, Southern Utah University.
Student Dr. Shane Gomes, Texas, University of Texas at Dallas.
Student Dr. Benjamin Wynn, Louisiana, University of Louisiana at Monroe.
Student Dr. Jesse France, Texas, University of Houston.
Student Dr. Kayla Brody, Florida, Queen Mary, University of London.
Student Dr. Katie Nas, California, San Diego State University.
Student Dr. Sean Pearson, Utah, Utah Valley University.
Student Dr. Reed Munson, Idaho, Idaho State University.
Student Dr. Mason Widdison, Utah, Utah State University.
Student Dr. Brendan Himes, Colorado, University of Colorado Boulder, Sco Buffs, Second Lieutenant, Army.
Student Dr. Dhruti Patel, Colorado, Colorado State University.
Student Dr. Vivian Leung, Scottsdale, Arizona, University of California, Los Angeles.
Student Dr. Sarah Chaudhry, Utah, Rocky Vista University.
Student Dr. Olubumi Oni, Texas, University of Rio Grande Valley. University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley, sorry.
Student Dr. Maya Vu, Minnesota, Bowdoin College, Second Lieutenant, Army.
Student Dr. Brian Evans, Texas, University of North Texas.
Student Dr. Hannah Crow Butler, Texas, Texas A&M University.
Student Dr. Emma Snyder, Iowa, Buena Vista University.
Student Dr. Ona Zhang, California, Hope College.
Student Dr. Jordan Oki, Utah, Brigham Young University.
Student Dr. Ian Brightwell, Utah, University of Utah.
Student Dr. Kenneth Forrest, Rochester, Michigan, University of Michigan, go blue.
Student Dr. Rob Horn, Ottawa, Ontario, Western University.
Student Dr. Wilson Peltier, Texas A&M University, Gig'em.
Student Dr. Hannah Paris, Ellicott City, Maryland, University of California, Santa Barbara, go Gauchos.
Student Doctor Bronson Stowworthy, Hiram, Utah, Utah State University. Go Aggies.
Student Dr. Andrew Dong, California, University of California, Riverside.
Student Dr. Derek Huntsman, LeGrand, Oregon, Brigham Young University, Idaho.
Student Dr. Pam Noruzi, Virginia, Binghamton University.
Student Dr. Giovanni Morales, California, University of California, Irvine.
Student Dr. Nuri-san, Incheon, South Korea, Arizona State University.
Student Dr. Mohammed Siddiqui, Orange County, University of California, Irvine.
Student Dr. Scott Segman, Georgia, Georgia State University.
Student Dr. Matthew Shields, Utah, the University of Utah. Go Utes.
Student Dr. Christian Egley, Kennewick, Washington, Brigham Young University.
Student Dr. Daniel Orbadon, Colorado, University of Colorado Boulder, Go Buffs.
Student Dr. Levi Wakeman, Colorado, University of Kansas.
Student Dr. Marco Libert, California, Peabody Conservatory.
Student Dr. Caden Stevenson from Manti, Utah, Utah State University.
Student Dr. Isaac Mansour, Arizona, Arizona State University.
Student Dr. Ashley Metzler, Warren, New Jersey, Flagler College, Ensign Medical Corps, U.S. Navy.
Student Dr. Lance Ogden, Idaho, Brigham Young University, Idaho. Student Dr. Seth Red, Idaho, Brigham Young University.
Student Dr. Zamora Evans, Colorado, University of Denver.
Student Dr. Bryce Burgess, Pennsylvania, Dickinson College.
Student Dr. Brennan Gurney, Heber City, Utah, Utah Tech University.
Student Dr. Adam Clarkson, Utah, Utah Tech University, Ensign, Navy.
Student Dr. Carl Chumi, Montreal, Quebec, McGill University.
Student Dr. Oluwagbenga Dada, Toronto, University of Toronto.
Student Dr. Dylan McKeegan, St. George, Utah, Utah Valley University.
Student Dr. Braden Keener, Utah, University of Utah.
Student Dr. Sajid Iqbal, California, University of California, Riverside. Go Highlanders.
Student Dr. Kaylin Wynn, Centerville, Virginia, and Georgetown University.
Student Dr. Connor Dowdy, Redlands, California, UC Riverside.
Student Dr. Lance Christian, St. George, Utah, BYU University.
Student Dr. Nish Patel, Gujarat, India, NC State University.
Student Dr. Charity Riggs, Arizona, Arizona State University.
Student Dr. Justine Castro, California, Mary's College.
Student Dr. Ovidio Orbai, Texas, University of North Texas Health Science Center.
Student Dr. Naman Sharma, Ontario, Canada, University of Toronto.
Student Dr. Jacob Prescott, Colorado, Utah Valley University.
Student Dr. Sierra Brill, Wisconsin, University of Wisconsin-Madison.
Student Dr. Juliana Reyes, Florida, University of Miami.
Student Dr. Bowen Lee, California, UC San Diego, Second Lieutenant Air Force.
Student Dr. Albert Nguyen, California, San Jose State University.
Student Dr. Jake Lowry, Texas, Brigham Young University, Idaho.
Student Dr. Ellie Evans Purcell, Utah, Utah Valley University. Go Wolverines.
Student Dr. Imran Qayyum, Houston, Texas, Rocky Vista University.
Student Dr. James Keaton, Fort Collins, the Colorado State University.
Student Dr. Alejandra Toon, Orlando, Florida, UCF, University of Central Florida.
Student Dr. Erica Noe, California, San Diego State University.
Student Dr. Nathan Woodard, Boise, Idaho, BYU.
Student Dr. Michaela Kimball, Utah, BYU.
Student Dr. Florence Audrey Juana, New York, Stony Brook University.
Student Dr. Malia Shapiro, California, University of California, Riverside.
Angela Hamilton, Italy, Purdue University.
Student Doctor Chloe Pena, California, UC San Diego.
Student Doctor Anna Connell, Colorado, University of Washington.
Student Dr. William Perez, West Palm Beach, Florida, Florida State University.
Student Dr. Samantha Williams, Bandera, Texas, Rocky Vista University.
Student Dr. Nicole Cowan, Utah, Rocky Vista University.
Student Dr. Derek Chiu, Kaohsiung City, Taiwan, BYU.
Good afternoon. Will the class of 2028 please rise for the oath of office, or the oath? A little bit too much military in my history. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I pledge to provide compassionate, quality care to my patients, partner with them to promote health, display integrity, professionalism throughout my career, advance the philosophy, practice, and science of osteopathic medicine, continue lifelong learning, support my profession with loyalty and action, word and deed, and live each day as an example of what an osteopathic physician should be. You may be seated. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, administration, faculty, and staff at Rocky Vista University, we are excited to join you in your journey. I would now like to invite Rocky Vista University President and CEO, Dr. David Forstein, to the podium for his closing remarks.
Well, for the 38th year in a row, student Dr. David Forstein, Port Washington, New York, Brandeis University, go Judges! Just a couple of notes. The first is our ceremony this morning was led off by our Rocky Vista University College of Osteopathic Medicine Southern Utah Dean, Dr. Laura Roche. Laura's new to the university. This is her first white coat ceremony with us. Second, this is our most widespread class. More states represented and more countries represented than ever before. And many of you heard that a lot of the students came from Rocky Vista University. Those students survived a very challenging master's program with us last year, and we're glad to see them back in our medical school class. Before concluding these proceedings, I'd like to acknowledge those members of the RVU faculty and staff who helped make this ceremony possible. Additionally, students, and most importantly, are the people sitting beside you and behind you, your loved ones. They have been on this journey with you to get into medical school, and they will be with you for the next 4 years, providing love, comfort, food, and perhaps a little financial support. Let's take a moment to appreciate your loved ones. In a moment, we will conclude these ceremonies. Will the audience please stand and stay at your seats until the end of the recessional? Students and guests are invited to the Family and Friends Open House on campus beginning at 3:30 to enjoy refreshments and tours. We hope to see you there. So if the audience will please stand, Dr. Roche will lead the faculty during the recessional. Students will then follow the faculty, just as they must follow their other teachers and mentors throughout their career. Go ahead, Natalie. Go ahead, Christine.